Hey, welcome to Mercy Hill Kids Online. My name's Austin, and I'm so glad that you're here today. We've got some awesome stuff in store for you today. Are you ready? Sweet. Well, stand up. Go ahead. Get up, get up, get up, get up. We're going to jump into some worship. So on the count of 3, we're going to say hit it. All right? 1, 2, 3, hit it.
We shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance, we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God, yeah. Yeah, we shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance, we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God. So now is the time for the people to rise, lift up a shout, everybody cry out, raise your voice, shout out a noise, and dance a dance of joy. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. Yeah, we shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance, we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God, and when we sing the angel songs, the ones they're singing around the throne, yeah, we worship the King with everything that we are, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. We're going into all the world, we're carrying the light of Jesus, and we shine in the darkest place, we shine. Yeah, we're going into all the world, we're carrying the light of Jesus, and we shine, we shine, we shine. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus.
I'm feeling good in a crazy way. God's love changed me more than I can say. Can't keep this in, gotta let it out. Gonna tell the whole world that your love is spinning me round and around. Yeah, it's turning me upside down. I can't believe the way you love me more than I can contain. I'm gonna turn around and give it away. I'm gonna give it away. I'm gonna give it away.
I want the world to know just how I feel. They gotta know, your love is real.
After the great flood, God told Noah and his sons to grow their families and fill the earth. As their families grew, the people started to travel through the land. At this time, everyone in the world spoke the same language. One day, the people traveled through a valley. They liked it there and they decided to stay. "We don't want to be scattered all over the earth," they said. "Let's build a city in a tower so big that it touches the sky. The tower will make us famous." The people made bricks out of clay and baked them in the fire to make stones. Then they used the stones to start building the tower. They wanted glory for themselves instead of God. But God is greater than anyone. God created people to give glory to Him alone. God came down to look at the tower. God said, "If they are doing this, they will keep thinking up more wrong things to do." So God mixed up the people's words. Instead of everyone speaking the same language, everyone spoke different languages. When people tried to make plans, they could not understand what the other people were saying. If one workman said, "Hand me another brick," nobody else knew what he wanted. The people had to stop building the city. Families had to move away from each other to live with people that they could understand. God made it so the people did just what He told them to do after the flood. They were scattered all over the world. The city with the unfinished tower was called Babel. People wanted glory for themselves instead of God. They ignored God's plan, so God confused their language and scattered them all over the earth. One day, Jesus will gather together all of God's people from every tribe and language, and they will worship Him together.
Hi there, I'm Pastor Kevin. It's time for Questions from Kids. Faith from Batavia, Ohio asks,
Is it wrong for Christians to be famous?
Oh, that's a fabulous question. You know, the short answer is no. It is not wrong for Christians to be famous. What's wrong is when we use our fame to make ourselves known and to exalt ourselves, and we don't use our fame to exalt and make much of Christ. See, in our hearts, we want to be famous. We want people to know us, but the Lord tells us that it's our responsibility, it's our duty to love Him and to honor Him and to obey Him and to make Him known. So we need to fight to be, in some sense, less famous and make God more famous. You see, there are a lot of Christians out there who I would consider famous. They're famous because of the musical instrument they play, or they're famous because of they're a great athlete, or they're even famous because they're a great actor or actress. There are many famous Christians, and I hope you've seen and you recognized some of them. Now, what we can't do is use our fame as an excuse to disobey God. Like, oh, I'm so busy doing these famous things and making God known that I don't have time to engage our holy and a righteous God. We don't want anything to come in the way of us honoring the Lord with our whole hearts. You see, sometimes the thing that makes us famous can actually want our heart's desires and cause us to look away from God and not more at God. You see, the scripture tells us in some sense that Solomon was famous. Solomon had lots of people bringing him jewels and diamonds and gold from all over the world, and to be frank, they just came to see how famous Solomon was. But Solomon's fame actually drove him away from God. So we have to be really careful that the fame we get doesn't give us excuses for disobeying God. The fame we get should give us excuses for honoring and obeying God more and more. So, what excuses do you make for disobeying God, or even your parents?
Welcome back. Did you have fun? I know, it was awesome. Well, hey, I've got something to tell you. If you thought that was fun, I'd love to invite you to our in-person experiences at all of our campuses for Mercy Hill Kids. There's a link below in the description section that sends you to our website so you can find the nearest location to you. Our staff would love to meet you and even give you a gift. At Mercy Hill Kids, we love to say the most exciting life to live is the one lived for Jesus. So go live a passionate and purpose-filled life for Jesus in your neighborhood today. We'll see you next time.